Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I am still in the hotel transitioning between the house we sold in Central Florida to the one we've bought up here in Northern Florida. So if there's noises, I'm sorry. It's a loud place. Also, my two cats are in here with me, and currently they are at war, so there's that. But I just want to say welcome. Thank you for being here and checking out this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, please take a moment to consider becoming a member of my channel. It really helps my channel grow and our community grow, and it just helps me be able to continue to bring you content like this. Also, please join me on Monday and Thursday nights for my live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, where we work on our works in progress together and get a little productivity in for some late night writing. So, I wanted to talk to us while we're in the middle of Nano and Rough Draft Challenge that we are talking about our character arcs. So, welcome to Mastering Character Arcs. How to write character arc growth that keeps readers hooked. Today we're going to dive into the character arc and why it's so powerful and the different types you can use with readers. If you want your characters to feel real and be impactful, then this video is for you. Here we go. I think our introduction is just to understand that the character arc is the backbone of a story that sticks with you. They are the journey your characters take from who they are at the beginning to who they become by the end. This isn't just about plot, it's about emotional growth and change. So let's explore why these arcs are essential for your storytelling that grabs a hold of your reader's attention and keeps it. What is a character arc? If you're not familiar, if you're a new writer, a character arc is essentially the emotional and psychological journey that your character goes through. Um, think of it how your character changes, learns, or grows throughout your story. So without an arc, your character will risk kind of feeling flat. So we'll look at how these arcs can help shape your narrative and bring your characters to life. Okay, so the import, I don't know. I had this, I have this all outlined and ready to go. But before I start, the importance of character arcs in storytelling. I used to think that as long as you were getting your story told, that you were telling it from beginning to end, that it would automatically happen. That your character would go where it needed to go, it would grow the way it needed to grow. But sometimes that does not happen. And your character can come off as just a static character, someone who's not changing at all. Whereas we want our characters to be dynamic and really people we want to read about. So, character arcs are what make characters relatable and memorable. Readers don't just want to know what happens in your story, they want to see it through the eyes of someone they care about. They want the character to become real to them, someone that they really connect with. So when a character grows or changes, it creates that emotional connection. And it'll make your reader really root for your character. And then they're going to remember that character long after the story ends if you have that character development happen. Okay, so types of character arcs, let's talk about those. There's three main types of character arcs: positive, negative, and flat. Each one of them serves a unique purpose, okay? Positive arcs show, growth, overcoming flaws, and negative arcs show a decline. They show how choices can lead to a downfall. And flat arcs, those are characters who stay true to themselves, but they change the world around them by their beliefs, by the truths that they hold true to themselves. They change the world around them, those flat arcs. So we're going to break these down so you know when to use each. All right. Your positive character arcs. A positive arc is the one you're going to think of most when you're thinking about the hero's journey. The character starts flawed or struggling, but faces challenges, and then they become stronger and wiser by the end, and it's an uplifting and inspiring type of a storyline. Think of think of Bilbo Baggins in The Hobbit, who, he goes from being this timid little person to finding courage and leadership within himself. So that would be an example of a positive character arc. Negative character arcs. So negative character arcs take a different path. Instead of growth, these show a decline. Sometimes they're a straight decline, sometimes it's a steady decline. But it's definitely an arc that, definitely is going down. And they're powerful for telling cautionary tales or exploring like the darker side of human nature. So a great example of this is going to be Anakin Skywalker in Star Wars. He started off as this good guy, helpful Jedi, but in the end, he becomes Darth Vader. So it's tragic, but it makes for a compelling storyline. So that's a good one to keep in mind as a negative character arc. Now, a flat character arc. Flat arcs are unique because their character does not change. They stay true to their beliefs. Instead of, this big change, or this decline, they influence the world around them because they are often the mentors or steadfast heroes of the story. Think about Mr. Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird. That's a great example. He stays morally strong while challenging the prejudices of his community. So that's a good example of a flat arc. Now, the role of relationships and character arcs. Relationships are key players in shaping your character's arc. So whether it's a friend who pushes your character forward or a rival who, tests their limits, relationships reveal who your character truly is. So like Frodo and Sam from Lord of the Rings. Sam's loyalty is what keeps Frodo going and ultimately helps him complete his journey. When Frodo has had enough and he just can't carry on anymore, and it's Sam who comes through as that hero to help push his friend forward in their relationship arc. Kind of is a testament to how important relationships are in a character arc. Now, here's some tips for mapping out your character growth. And this is, again, go back to what I said earlier when, I was early writer and I didn't understand these points. So planning your character arc is essential for consistency and impact. So you want to start defining where your character begins and where they end up when you're outlining. When you are first creating your story and you are coming up with that information, that's when you want to start just kind of figuring out when are we doing what. Because you want to identify those key turning points that challenge them to grow or change. And then remember that the character's internal journey should align with the major plot points and events That way it seems like a seamless flow, and it also seems very natural. So, some powerful characters that we could look at, their arcs that were just really breathtaking, would be you could look at Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice. Her prejudice to understanding, it drives the story along. And then Michael Corleone in The Godfather shows how power can corrupt. And again, Mr. Finch in To Kill a Mockingbird, it serves as a moral anchor, changing those around him. And those examples are just a few that can show you how diverse and impactful arcs can be. All right, guys. Okay, so to wrap up, character arcs turn into characters from just words on a page into people that your readers are really going to care about. So, what I want you to do is I want you to think about one of your own characters. Start with where they are now, think about where they'll end up. I think this could be something fun we could do as a community together to put in the comments below what's going on. So I think that would be a fun thing for us to do, is to just put in the comments what we think our characters' biggest turning points are in our stories. So please remember to like, share, and comment and subscribe. Thank you for being here today. And just remember, I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I am a special group of people's double shot of whiskey. And I will see you next time. I love you, love you.